BTS's Jungkook returns from America has Jimin prepared a special welcome after a few days in the United States to attend a series of official events, including her appearance on the surprise stage as well as her involvement in the great show of the fashion world. BTS's Jungkook is finally scheduled to return to South Korea. The return of the Golden Magne has been eagerly awaited by the army, which from the beginning followed every step abroad. The airport is predicted to be again filled with a sea of fans and media who want to capture the moment Jungkook first set foot in the country. As always, every BTS member's return is always a big moment, full of highlights, and leaves a deep impression on the public. However, this time it wasn't just the airport spotlight that was awaited, but also something more personal. A surprise that Jimin had reportedly prepared to welcome Jungkook. Some rumors say that Jimin is preparing something special to welcome Jungkook's return. This started from Jimin's upload on social media a few days earlier, which was full of puzzles. He wrote a short sentence with a purple heart emoticon and an airplane, making the army immediately speculate that it was a code to welcome Jungkook. Not only that, some fans also claim to see staff near Jimin buy simple decorations and typical foods that are said to be used in small events in dorms or private places. Although there has been no official confirmation, this speculation further strengthens the suspicion that Jimin really prepared something specifically for his beloved Magne. Since this rumor spread, army around the world immediately excited. Hashtags such as hashtag welcome home Jungkook, hashtag Jimin surprise for JK, and hashtag Jungkook moment began to enliven the trending topic. Many fans expressed hope that Jimin and Jungkook would share an emotional moment after being separated for so long due to their respective schedules. If it's true that Jimin prepared a surprise, it will be a historic moment. They have always shown how close they bond, and this special welcome will only confirm that again. A fan wrote on Twitter, "For many, this special welcome is not just an ordinary surprise. The army saw him as a symbol of Jimin's support and deep concern for Jungkook." The relationship between the two, who have been known to be warm and full of mutual understanding, has always been in the spotlight. If this surprise is true, then it will show the emotional side of Jimin, who always cares about the happiness of those closest to him. And for Jungkook, this welcome can be a tired cure after going through a busy schedule in America. Now, the question that intrigues fans is, what has Jimin actually prepared? Is it a small celebration at the dorm, Jungkook's favorite meal, or maybe even a big surprise that has never been imagined? The army continues to look forward to the latest news of Jungkook's return, hoping that the moment will be revealed and possibly shared through Weverse or official social media. Since the morning, hundreds of soldiers have crowded the international arrivals area at Incheon International Airport. They carried banners reading "Welcome Home Jungkook" with purple balloons, light sticks, and large posters of the idol's face. The atmosphere at the airport turned like a sea of purple, full of cries of support that echoed every time there was an announcement of the arrival of planes from America. Local and international media were already waiting at the location, ready to capture the first moment Jungkook out of the arrival door. Some reporters even said that the atmosphere this time felt more special because the surprise rumors from Jimin made many people even more curious. When Jungkook finally showed up dressed in a casual yet stylish outfit, a black hoodie, jeans, and a face mask, the cries of the fans immediately broke out. Although looking a little tired, Jungkook smiled broadly and waved his hand. Occasionally, he also lowered his head to salute as a sign of gratitude to the army, who had been waiting for him for hours. Amid the crowd of cameras and cheers, suddenly the atmosphere turned even more stormy when a familiar figure was seen in the VIP area of the airport. Yes, Jimin appeared in a simple but elegant outfit, wearing a beige, oversized jacket and a black hat. Jimin's unexpected presence made fans scream hysterically. Many thought Jimin would only welcome Jungkook personally at the dorm, but he came straight to the airport to pick him up. Army's reaction exploded on social media, with comments such as, "This is more than a special welcome, this is a gift for all the fans." As Jungkook stepped out slowly, he looked surprised to see Jimin standing waiting for him in the VIP area. His facial expression changed instantly, from tired to full of happy smiles. Jungkook walked quickly over, and the two patted each other warmly on the shoulder. Although no words could be heard clearly due to the noise of the airport, the camera managed to capture the moment when Jimin whispered something into Jungkook's ear. Many fans speculated that Jimin said, "Welcome home, I'm proud of you." Jungkook seemed to be holding back his emotions. Even his eyes were a little teary. ARMY who saw that moment was moved. Felt like watching a family reunion that was so sincere. After greeting the fans for a while, Jimin took Jungkook out to the prepared car. According to some reports, the two went straight to the dorm to continue a more private welcome. Rumor has it that Jimin has prepared Jungkook's favorite food, a small cake reading, "Welcome Back JK," and a special music playlist full of their memorable songs. Not a few fans believe that the surprise may be shared on Weverse or even recorded for future content, making everyone even more curious. Once the car enters the BTS dorm area, the atmosphere becomes quieter than the boisterous airport. Jungkook looked relieved to finally be able to rest, but curiosity was still on his face as Jimin kept smiling mysteriously ever since they left the airport. When the dorm door opened, the aroma of cooking immediately burst. Jungkook was silent for a moment, then turned to Jimin with a confused expression. "Hyung, did you prepare all this?" he asked slowly. Jimin just smiled and nodded. Dorm living room has been decorated simple, but full of meaning. There were purple heart-shaped balloons, a small banner that read, "Welcome back Jungkook," and the dining table is full of his favorite foods, spicy tteokbokki, samgyeopsal, fried chicken, to seaweed soup that is usually made on birthdays. In the middle of the table, a small microphone-shaped cake stood sweetly, with the words, "You did well," that made Jungkook's eyes immediately teary. Jungkook stared at it silently. Then his eyes began to get wet. He covered his face with his hands, trying to hide his emotions. Jimin approached, patted his shoulder softly, then said in a soft voice, "I know your journey is tiring, but I want you to feel that you are never alone. You've always had a home here." Those words seemed to be the opening key to the tears that Jungkook had been holding. Her tears flowed profusely, not from sadness, but from happiness and relief. He held Jim tightly, as if afraid to let go. "Hyung, thank you." "I really don't know what to say," Jungkook said in a hoarse voice. Jimin only smiled slightly as he rubbed his back. "Enough of you being here now. That's more than enough." After the atmosphere began to calm down, the two sat down together to enjoy a meal. Jungkook occasionally chuckled between mouthfuls, then teased Jimin because it turned out that the taste of the dish was a little too spicy. Jimin only laughed shyly. "I did it on purpose, let you drink more water." The evening was full of stories. Jungkook recounts his experience in America, what it was like to perform on the international stage, meeting with world designers and artists, to the longing that he continues to endure while away from the members. Jimin listened patiently, occasionally chiming in with warm comments that made Jungkook even more comfortable. The dorm atmosphere that night was not just a reunion, but a reminder of how strong their bond was. Interestingly, before going to bed, Jimin and Jungkook are seen opening Weverse. Fans suspect they wrote something cryptic but full of meaning, like the code that their moment together that night was a gift not only for themselves, but also for the ARMY who always support. Some ARMY began speculating that there was a possibility that the two would release a short vlog or behind-the-scenes content of Jungkook's trip to America and the surprise from Jimin in the dorm. If true, it will be a very special moment for all the fans.